Hey, what's going on, everyone? Justin here, and in this video I just want to share the 7 books that I was gifted over the Christmas holiday season. I'll still have probably a December one, but I think it was a little bit too many books for like one video, at least for like the way I ramble on about books and everything. But I got 4 nature books, 2 philosophy books, and 1 history book. So let's just go ahead and get started. So first up, I got 3 of these Natural Lives of books from Princeton University Press. I think this makes, let's see, I have 8 out of the 11 that are published now. 3 more coming out this year. I plan on collecting and reading this entire series. This one's on spiders. Let me know down in the comments below which of these 3 that I'm going to show you today would be the one you'd be most interested in picking up. But for those who haven't seen them before, there's just a zillions of like amazing photographs throughout, some diagrams, illustrations, lots of like technical details and everything. And every chapter ends with a bunch of like full page spread species profiles. So you learn, like I said, pretty much anything you'd want to know about whatever the topic at hand is, like behavior, anatomy, biology, some ecological stuff. So just highly recommended. Super relaxing if you like nature books, if you like reading about fauna of the world. Definitely pick that one up. So we're going to spread those 3 over the video. Let's go into the history book, I suppose. We got Hannibal's Road, the Second Punic War in Italy, 213 to 203 BC by Mike Roberts. So I have a Punic Wars collection shelf kind of going on. And this is all about, after his really famous battles, River Trebia, Lake Trasimene, and the Battle of Cannae. And that would have been 216, 218, 217, 216. Italy kind of devolved into like, not a guerrilla war per se, but it was almost like a game of like chess and checkers, where Hannibal was kind of trying to take over certain cities and regions of Italy and kind of like gain loyalty for them and everything. And then Rome was trying to like counter it and going back and forth. And the Fabian strategy was in play here, where essentially a Roman army would effectively just tail Hannibal, if permanently, just to try not to let him do exactly what he wants to do, but not meeting him like directly in like a super big pitched battle. So it was a lot of kind of skirmishing, a lot of kind of just cat and mouse stuff going on for 10 years straight. And Hannibal only got 1 set of reinforcements during this time period. So it is pretty remarkable how long he was able to kind of just stay active in Italy, making himself a threat and that kind of thing. But I will say, like, as the years come and drag on, Italy, even though it's, right on Rome's doorstep, Rome is in Italy, Italy itself becomes, in Hannibal's army, is almost like the sideshow compared to the wider narrative of the Punic Wars. Like some of the stuff, especially the stuff going on in Spain, and then obviously when Scipio kind of goes over towards Africa, Hannibal has to kind of follow him there as Scipio kind of starts setting the pace and whatnot. But like I said, this kind of like in-depth look at just those kind of like skirmish years where Hannibal's kind of getting like followed, just kind of incessantly, and all the skirmishing kind of going on. So, like I said, I have a Punic War shelf. Add to the collection for sure. Next up, let's do one of the philosophy books. So I got Byung-chul Han's The Spirit of Hope, with illustrations by Anselm Kiefer. Now, Byung-chul Han is a philosopher that I've really been enjoying. He's a South Korean-born German philosopher. Even on the philosophy Discord, for those who don't know, I run like a philosophy challenge and a Discord and everything. There was a group read on one of his works not too long ago, Contemplative Vita, I think is what it was. Contemplative Vita. I can't remember exactly what the title is, but the Contemplative Life. But yeah, Han does like a lot of writings on how we focus too much on being fast paced, too much like almost over efficiency, and don't kind of enjoy like the regular slow life and that kind of stuff. I feel like that's like the most watered down version like I've ever heard ever in my life. But this one just came out like a month ago, so I'm not even 100% sure what it's all about. But he's probably most famous for Burnout Society. Definitely check that one out if you haven't already, and that sounds like your thing. Just kind of detailing burnout culture and all that kind of stuff. So I really enjoy it. Let's go on to another one of the nature ones. So with this one, we got The Lives of Bees, A Natural History of Our Planet's Bee Life by Christina Grosinger and Harland Patch. And just as before, tons of species profiles of bees. I feel like this is probably like my like dozenth, is that a word? Like bee book at this point. But like I said, you get lots of cool stuff, lots of like the photographs and everything, and the diagrams are just amazing. Highly, highly recommended. You can't go wrong with it. And they profile all kinds of different stuff, so it's not just like the common ones. You know, like this, like we got carpenter bees and everything. So yeah, just really, really cool. I really enjoy them. If you like bees, pick it up. Next up, we'll go with the last philosophy one, and this is Knowledge, Reality, and Value, a mostly common sense guide to philosophy by Michael Huemer, and he's a contemporary living philosopher. I think he's out of like the University of Boulder in Colorado, but apparently this is like one of his like witty, humorous books, almost like a philosophy 101 book, but trying to make it interesting. So, like, just some of the footnotes in the back here, like some of his quote, the little blurbs. My work is all a series of footnotes to Mike Huemer from Plato. This book is way better than my lecture notes, Aristotle. And then Erasmus has, when I have a little money, I buy Mike Huemer's books. And if I have any left, I buy food and clothes. So if you know those like quote, like that last one especially, if you know like the original quotes, I think it's pretty funny. Oh man, I don't know. I read the first like a couple of chapters, or I guess the first 2 chapters. I should say, maybe not a couple of chapters. And I do kind of like his like kind of wit, trying to make it interesting. And he kind of talks about like why he's going with this approach, essentially to make it like affordable and everything, because college textbook companies are the worst and stuff like that. So I don't know. I've enjoyed the examples that he starts off with the ship of Theseus and kind of just like goes on does a couple like tweaks with it to kind of make it interesting and everything. So I've been really enjoying it. And then this one here, we got Lizards of the World, A Guide to Every Family by Mark O'Shea. And this is a different Princeton University Press series. I think it's just called like the World Family. I'm not 100% sure if it actually has a name. But there's lots of different ones. Like I'm pretty sure there is like a snake one. And I know there's a couple others. But someone gifted this to me. I haven't read any of these ones, but someone gifted this to me because our newest rescue pet in the household is a bearded dragon, and they picked up that I didn't have any lizard books, so they wanted to rectify that situation and sent me this guide to all the lizard families in the world. So I think that's pretty dope. I'm going to be really excited, just kind of learning a little bit more about lizards and whatnot. Like I said, I don't know too much about it because I can't think of a single specific lizard book that I've ever read. So definitely looking forward to that. And I think people definitely stepped up, I will say. I feel like over Christmas, I got a lot more books because during my birthday, for those who didn't see my November book haul, I didn't receive any bookish presents at all. People were like, oh, we figured you had enough books. And they were notified of the heresy of their ways, and they rectified the situation in Christmas. So I feel like that kind of worked out a little bit there. And the last one here, we got The Lives of Butterflies and Natural History of Our Own Planet, A Butterfly Life by David James and David Lohman. So, like I said, for the 3rd time here, just really great species profiles, really great biological, ecological, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of information. Just really, really well done. Is that morning cloak? Must be. I'm going to really enjoy this one. Oh, wow, I look really dumb. That's a morpho. Anyways, didn't see the blue portion from my angle. But anyways, I do identify like moths and dragonflies and butterflies. So I think this is gonna be like really cool to see some of them that I've like been able to find in the wild and kind of like learn more about them like at the individual level. But anyways, those were the 7 books that I picked up over the Christmas holiday season. I hope you enjoyed, New Year and the December holidays, whatever it is that you celebrate and everything like that. And always remember, whatever you're reading, read victoriously.